you're not to date. Now, the second stage of this is going to be with the challenge DAC token. So if we go here to challenge DAC, let's see an example here. Let's go on Steam. Here's my front end for Steam San Diego, which is the sand token front end. And I should have a post on there that'll basically show challenge DAC has added sand. So the sand token is an EOS and Telos token. Just like D-Date token I had started on Steam, and then it goes to EOS and Telos. D-Date will also be added, just like sand, it has been added, to the challenge DAC. Then I'll be able to post challenges, which let me show you how that works. You get to post the challenges on a map of San Diego, for example, where I'm at. Those challenges will show up like this. So this is already working, okay? Mm-hmm. So here's the app. Can you see that?
Yep,
so here's like near my house, there's challenges. Show up here. And right here, Whole Foods, Hillcrest. And you go there and the GPS activates with your EOS. It activates, you get your CHL or sand tokens. I've selected these to be sand. And you get your tokens from the GPS.
So what's one of those challenges? Like what's an example of what those challenges are at those locations?
Okay, so the challenge is you just go there, the GPS.
Challenges to arrive at the location, essentially.
Yes, eventually the original concept was to be fitness-based, and we were going to have challenges that were fitness-based, and Chase Escom and EOS Kent, who are behind the challenge DAC, they've done a lot of work here with their developers, but they kind of move away from just fitness, like so anything. One example that I think they always had, that I also had, a common sense challenge that you can use this for, is a race. So example, you start here on this GPS coordinate, and if you get to this one at this time, you get paid in the EOS token. And the app's already on the App Store, iOS. They undersell themselves so much. This is going to be on Telos too, and I've already been talking to them about getting the CHL token onto Telos, which they're talking to their contract deployer right now to get that on. Then I'm going to peg that to CHLP, which is already on Steam Engine. Then it's going to be listed on new decks under Telos. Then we'll have Telos tokens on Challenge DAC, so you'll be able to put the Telos in here. You'll be able to get Telos when you go somewhere.
That's rad.
It's that easy.
A fun one. So what do you use?
Wait, hold on. I brought that up was for D-Date. Sorry to interrupt, but I brought that up because imagine you get paid to go on a date with someone, and two people have to go there, and then spend an hour together, and then you get the date. So you get how that works now?
Yeah, I see what's up. Yeah, that's rad. So I was just going to ask what you're using for proof of location. I know that, what was it, like Platin or something like that? There was something at the EOS hackathon that I saw that had good proof of location. What are you using?
I probably should look into that. And the Challenge DAC guys should look into that. But they're using Challenge. The Challenge OS, or the new name, I think. I tried to get.
So they have a proof of location algorithm.
That's what Challenge DAC is. I mean,
yeah,
but
I don't
know if you call it that.
One of the things that people run into with Pokemon and stuff is that you can spoof your location, and so basically
I know that's
spoof locations and swoop all those challenges up.
I know, and that's what I've been talking to them about. But there's a reason why that can't happen here, is because all the challenges are on the EOS blockchain. So you have to. I don't know if that would. I don't think you can spoof it because first of all you have to have an account, and I think the account could be rate limited, and also. You have to prove you're there. Okay, you know what? Yeah, no, I've actually asked them about these questions. There's a really good reason why you can't just spoof the GPS locations. But here's what we're going to do. I've already made posts about this. We're going to have hackathons, and I would love to see someone try to spoof their challenges. I doubt anybody could fucking do that. Sorry to swear, but nobody's going to do that. Nobody even cares about this enough to even use the app right now. Well, nobody's going to spoof the locations for a penny.
Yeah. That's true. I'm thinking bigger picture.
Reason.
Hey, you know what the other fun one is that I've thought of this when this proof of location thing was up, when people are trying to solve that problem. Have you heard of geocaching?
Yeah, dude, I had a geocache right out of my backyard here. Okay, first of all, I don't want to diminish what you're saying. Definitely a big problem and a big hole in the whole thing if we don't have a proof of location algorithm. But I can't speak for Challenge DAC on that. Chase has got some amazing team members who've got some good solutions. I don't want to say that they don't have something that they might have. They do have a lot of this already figured out. So I'll let them come on and talk to you about that. But they do have a good point about how nobody's going to want to spoof the challenges when they're not. Okay, here's the thing. If the challenges get that expensive, I would love to see people try to spoof it. We're going to have hackathons, and then we will use that. Like, obviously, yeah, there's going to be holes, but we're going to have people paid in CHL and all that. But
Well,
imagine if
it's just a scaling thing for sure. But don't
yeah,
underestimate
of course,
people
yeah,
doing stuff
definitely.
just for the lulls. They'll do it just to do it. They don't care how much money it's worth. Also, like
No, you're right. Definitely.
people are going crazy for Pokemon, and they're just digital
And that's
characters.
free. Yeah. And that's not even,
So, like,
yeah, you're right.
so
That's not
they're going to
even,
do it. But that's a scaling thing. It's not a reason to not do it. It's just a hurdle to overcome at some point.
no, it's going to be fun though. Cause
Yeah.
this whole thing was created so cheap that, like, if that happens, it's just more fun to do.
Hey, that's a good problem. If people are interacting to the level that they want to go at it, then that's good. That's a good sign. So
yeah, because the challenges are so cheap, and I could just make more. And the whole point is we're trying to get the API up. I just bought challengedac.org, and I've got my Ratson developer, Ratson in Venezuela, working on making a better, prettier Challenge DAC website with the map. And right now, you can only make the challenges from the app. And I'm going to make it so you can make the challenge from any EOS or Telos account, and then I'm going to have a Telegram bot, Discord bots, and Steam bots, and even a Twitter bot that shows these challenges. So this map and the challenges should be posted on Steam. We're going to have a thing where you can delegate Steam power to the Challenge DAC account and get CHLP tokens. I mean, but yeah, definitely it's a scaling thing, and Pokemon Go, I talked to them about this, and it's definitely going to be fun though. But we can make new challenges. I have a whole idea to just make challenges automated. So if someone does come and sweep them all up, we would first of all, we got the XYL company, which is in San Diego. They have the whole proof of location thing where you have these little like devices, and then you have to go near them, and you get paid to location mine, they call it. The Steam guy, Pico Kernel, Nate, the young guy from Steam, he left Steam and Inc. After they took a lot of his ideas, and then he went to XYO. And I haven't heard a lot from XYO, but he was always talking about this. They were really going the opposite of Steam. They were spending so much on marketing. But anyway, yeah, to cut this short, definitely there's a big proof of location thing here. But I think that the reason that it doesn't apply to challenge as much is because it's sort of like it's sort of a closed system within the app until we get the API out, and until we get it to be. Basically, we're going to create the DAC in Challenge DAC. And I've also talked to Kent and Chase a lot about DAC Factory, and we're all. Kent. Oh yeah, dude, we're in line to get the DAC Factory, so we'll have a real EOS DAC and everything. But yeah, Kent needs to come on and talk with what's his name, Stackin, and with M Blue, and go on the whole circuit. And but yeah, I think they're waiting for their app to be a little bit better. And then they got their sister and his daughter, Molly Escom, and she's got like 1 million Instagram followers, and and her boyfriend is FaZe Rug, and he's got like 6 million subscribers, and her Instagram alone would like make both CHL, EOS, and Telos go crazy. Like, she would be not just the number one girl in Telos or EOS, but like all crypto. She'd be like with 1 million followers on Instagram. Yeah, I think she would probably be like the most popular crypto model ever. I can't think of another one.
I don't know. So what's up with Kent? He's been involved in Challenge DAC for a while, right? I know that I've been talking. Seems like he's been working on that project for like a year. So do you work with him as well?
Well, it's his and his son's project. Mm-hmm. I just realized if they're in San Diego where I am, I got to get involved. So on my own, I just started getting involved, started making Steam posts, and I got people to run a Challenge DAC promotion where we just you join the Challenge DAC, you get on the app, and all it takes is a phone number to log in. And it's interesting because you get like a ghost account on EOS. You get this account that's created for free. It doesn't cost any like RAM or CPU other than the transaction that the Challenge U account makes. But he does all the accounts within one EOS account. And then you have like no worries about like keys or anything. You just log in with a PIN and a phone number. And it's really interesting way of doing EOS IO. And so that's why we're going to put Telos in there, so it'll be a lot faster, and so we can have the Telos tokens. But yeah, I'm going to let Chase and Kent talk for Challenge DAC. But definitely, I on my own got myself into that and realized if they spent I think 150 grand, which is public information, on the RAM. He made that point about how much he had to spend on EOS RAM to do his airdrop. And there's only a few people that do that. Well, that was proof to me that he was serious and that he was in this like long term. And that if there's any people I'm going to follow, it's going to be him because he's already spent the money. He's proven that,
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people just spend 150 grand on an airdrop to get their token out there.
Yeah, he's got some skin in the game. Absolutely. Yeah.
And he needed help with the marketing. I realized like he didn't want to have to spend that money yet. And I could tell the app isn't good enough to promote yet. It's like it has to be good enough to his daughter to post 1 million Instagram followers. It's got to be good. Like when you're at that level, people will complain. You got one chance to make it a good impression with like the mainstream public. So it's going to be really exciting when it is tweaked a little bit better. Like the app just needs to be a little bit better. And like they've done so much with so little. And once we have Telos on there, I think it's going to be exciting when you can go put a Telos thing on the pin. But anyway, yeah, let's go back into Telos though, and let's talk about the actual Telos work proposal system and the Telegram.
Yes. Make it happen. Tell me about what do you think about the work proposal system? Are you talking about just the how it functions or the proposals that you have